This time on The Drive. After the stands are hung and the closing gear are sent free, it's time for the guys to get 20 foot up and get the hunts underway on The Drive as archery season finally comes to the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Drive is brought to you by Covert Scouting Cameras, Luminoc, Motion Camera Arms, Beach Ridge Outfitters, Quaker Boy Game Calls, and Swarhout Skullworks.
Well, we're up here at my spot on the mountain over here. We're going to put some tree stands up today. I spent probably the last month and a half scouting this area out. Had a couple different options, and it all came back to where I first found the first spot. So we're going to put the tree stand on the trail, my stand and the other cameraman stand. We're going to hang a River's Edge stand up. Love these stands, they're very comfortable. So we're going to put this guy up for an all day sit. Got some ladder sticks, got the whole deal. So we're going to poof up the mountain with 2 tree stands for 2 guys and a bunch of camera equipment. This is going to suck. It's going to be fun. This is rough. Drenched over here, so now comes the fun part.
This should be a fairly easy setup here. Nice and straight, big,
Be solid, so get things put together, get these stands up. Okay, well, as you can see, we got the setup in here, the hunter stand, the camera stand, and pretty excited about it. It's in a big red oak, and then the camera stand has some cover, little tree next to it, so our silhouette and outline will be broken up from any deer coming out the trail. It's just a matter of keeping our scent down and trying not to get detected by the noses, but I think looks like we hopefully have the eyes covered. So we're going to pack up and get out of here, and I just have one question. I'd like to know that why at almost 47 I did all the work hossing stands up in the tree and hanging them, and the 23-year-old got to run the camera. I don't know about you, but I think there's something wrong, seriously wrong with that. Just saying.
In my defense, somebody has to run the camera, but now we're heading out to the property to hang our most promising setup.
The stands the guys are about to hang look to be their best bet in harvesting a big buck. There's several here they've seen over the past 2 years that refuse to cooperate. But this year, Corey and Tyler, they're ready to get revenge.
This setup overlooks a soybean plot, and when we have beans in this plot, the deer just hammer them, so it should be a good setup.
stands are hung, the scouting is over, and it's time to get the close scent free and get the season rolling. Finally back in the tree for opening day, and boy did it feel good.
Even though the hunt was unsuccessful, just being out was enough for Corey and Tyler.
There's a lot of camera gear, let alone hunting gear, to carry into the woods. And the first day was a good way to practice getting it all there and getting it up into the tree stand. And even though we didn't see anything the first morning, this rub shows that the bucks are still around.
Dad's up to bat for our first evening sit, and boy am I pumped up for this hunt.
The does and the small bucks showed up first, but it didn't take long for the big boys to make an appearance. So far, so good. Just hoping for one to step in the range now.
Right now, we got an awesome 8-point out here in the beans. It's going to take a miracle to get him in range before it gets dark. But we've seen about 30 deer tonight. I lost count. There's got to be about 30 deer. It's nice and cold. It's been awesome. They're just hammering these beans.
The 8-point never came close enough for a shot, so Corey tries the setup again a few days later.
It's Thursday night, almost the end of the first week. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Nice evening, but as soon as we got up here, it started to rain. It's been raining ever since. It's raining pretty hard, actually. So there's already 6 deer out over here. So we're here, we're gonna stay, we'll see what happens.
Second evening attempt, and weather aside, the bucks are right on schedule.
This weather had the deer really weird, and while the camera was off, they ran for some reason, but they didn't go far, and they're on their way back. Again, the deer oddly ran off when I was giving the battery a rest, and while the wind was in our favor, the rain had these deer really spooky. So while the field was empty, we finally decided to call it a day.
It totally goes against the grain with me to quit early, because that's not what I do, but these deer tonight have been really weird, acting really spooky. I don't know if it's the rain, what it is, but it's been raining since we got in the tree. It's still raining. We decided to pack it in for the night since the deer are acting really weird, and I really don't want to shoot anything right before dark with it raining and take a chance on losing it. So we're gonna knock it off early tonight. It was a good night though. So before they left, there was 20 deer in the field and one good shooter that we haven't seen 2 nights ago. So just gotta keep coming and keep trying.
Next time on The Drive, the guys make a mid-season stand adjustment to put them right where they need to be to let some arrows fly at the bucks.
This will put us right in range of where they're coming out.
After the stand is moved, several bucks get close to range, but Corey goes after one of the boys he's been wanting since the season started, and once he gets his opportunity, you won't believe what happens when this buck comes close. And Tyler finally gets a deer in range and puts one down as he breaks the ice.
Might take a doe here soon. Do you have a frame that really good?
Give me some. My first deer with the bow.
The Drive, a Rack Devil Media production.